I'm back. I love going live. It's a buzz. You never know what you're going to say. You can just say anything you like. Do whatever I want. Let's cleanse the air a bit. Love that. There we go, going smoothly. Hey, how we going? You've got Craig. This is Craigsworldrocks. Just playing around with one of my crystals at the moment. Setting it in a nice position. I hope you are going well. I always try to be going well. Obviously, if you are taking ownership, hey, good old, how you going, mate? I hope you are well, my friend. Hope you've had a good day, or in the last 24 hours had a good day. Today's been a very productive day for myself. I've been out doing a little bit of painting. I've, done a bit of cleaning, bit of creating. Yeah. And I hope everything is going well with you. I hope that life is being its awesome self for you, mate. The things that I've been talking about, I'm starting to come across other YouTubers and other stories online with people speaking a similar conversation to what I do. Not the same, but I seem to be getting a lot of that reflection, which for me tells me I'm on the right path, right? So being my authentic self, putting myself out there, being honest with what I believe in, my best version of myself is being the example that all of you guys out there can take from and try and do the same within your own space. But the reality of life, we can make it even simpler, right? I bet like I need to. How long's it been going? Oh no, yeah, I just came on. 8 o'clock, was it? Yeah, or just after 8, so a couple of minutes, my friend. Yeah, not long at all. Very quick. Very quick. The reality is, I can talk, and if you've seen me before, Gordol, but I can get on a rant and I can go and I can talk about all the different things and how I see aspects of life. But in a nutshell, you're already there, right? You're already there. You've already achieved enlightenment. Let's say that. Each individual actually doesn't have to do anything to fully transform into the best version of himself. You already are the best version of yourself. You just need to believe it fully. You need to step in to that version of yourself. And that is the ultimate trick, which is actually not a trick. It's actually opposite to what people are used to doing. When you try and do something, you try and work really hard to achieve something, when it comes to realization, when it comes to actually going inside yourself and saying, who the hell am I? It's actually opposite. It's actually relax into it. It's actually accepting yourself. Accept yourself to be the best version of yourself you want to be. And accept yourself where you are right now so you can step into whoever it is you want to be. You've actually already achieved everything you need to achieve when it comes to what reality really is. Premium typing, yes. What can I say, my friend? So isn't that great? Isn't that a great observation that you don't have to actually do anything to achieve everything you want in life? You just have to accept yourself fully. because you've already created it. Interesting concept, yes. Stepping into it. Yes, you're on repeat there, Gordol. You're on repeat. But, you know, we can say high, 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 high. You're on repeat. Hey, here's something, one of my little collectibles. I'm a big fan of, one of my passions is natural stones, and I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but inside this little cluster, there's a natural point around about there. It's hard to see, but little natural point that grows out of the quartz rock. I found this quartz with a natural quartz point inside it when I was a really young guy, out in the bush. Stumbled upon a bit of quartz in the ground, dug it up and found this little natural point growing out of the quartz. So, you know, there it is. You can kind of see it right there. Natural points in crystals form naturally. I mean, we've seen images on these things. Yeah, don't worry about it, mate. She's all good. Yeah, it was my first realization when I was a younger guy that natural stones actually grow or can create themselves into natural points, and that there is a reason why that is. Energy actually spirals around a natural pointed crystal, so it actually circulates the energy, which is similar to how your energy centers work around your body. So even on your fingertips, you have a little energy center on the end of every one of your fingertips, just out of curiosity, and energy spirals. Energy naturally spirals. So crystals work with that because they're the same, they have the same formation, will have energy running the same way around their natural points as human beings have running around their energy centers. So a little bit of information about natural stones. It's like, you know, you can see that one cut into a point. That one's been cleaned up by someone with a cutting machine. But, you know, some of the clear quartz inside, some of the inclusions are bloody awesome. You know, that's what really makes you see if a stone's real. It's hard to know if a natural stone is real, but I often hold it between my thumb and forefinger and I wave it over my hand, and you can feel the energy in your hand actually like a little tickling sensation. Yeah, that's a little clear quartz crystal, point. And when you wave it over your hand, when you squeeze it, you actually get a sensation in your fingers like tingling going on, which kind of, it's because the natural crystal, when you squeeze it, it's focusing the energy and it's telling your energy to open up to it. Because natural stones absorb low vibration, that's what I believe. So they're basically healing tools. They clear blockages within our energy. That's what a natural crystal is. One of the greatest comments I heard about a crystal when I was learning about them when I was a lot younger was that they were pure seeds of frozen light vibration trapped in a crystal form to help us purify our own light vibration. So that was a pretty cool. So frozen seeds of light. You know, you get, here, I'll show you another one. This is a little wand. This wand was made by a wand maker. His name was Karal, K-A-R-A-L. I don't know if he's really making any wands anymore. He's from overseas. But inside this ball, there is a phantom. It's very hard to see though. It's that reflection of light's not helping. Can't really see it. In the ball itself, there's a phantom spectrum, like a phantom point inside it. I can't get the angle to show you. It's like a pyramid inside the ball in a phantom form. Quite trippy. Quite trippy. It was one of those things that I came across a long time ago, and I had to have it. I had to have it when I saw it. I've been into crystals for a long time. Love them. Very beautiful natural things. And crystals are pretty affordable, really, when it comes to gemstones and that, because crystals are semi-precious stones. They're not the precious type, you know. But all stones, all natural stones hold vibration. You know, they're made of, you know, I'll show you something else. I didn't know I was going to be showing you different crystals of mine, but here is a creation of mine. This is a big wand. Now, why would someone create something like this, you ask? I hear you asking. Basically, in the end of this crystal here, you've got amethyst or ameturine. You've got amethyst. You've got rhodonite. And you've got tiger iron, which is tiger iron's that one. And that's rhodonite. And that's blue lace agate, sorry. And that's ameturine, which is actually amethyst and citrine, which they do grow together. And then you've got the clear quartz there in the middle, and you've got the clear quartz here at the end. Now, with a true wand, yeah, mate, there's only a couple of people, but I'm just finding something to talk about here, Gordo. It's all good, my friend. There's two people on, so, you know, there's someone else on. With a wand, and I was taught this when I was younger, you have to create a very unique vibration. So it's a meditation tool, right? This is a meditation tool. Basically, the whole tube in the base of this is copper. There's copper connecting this stone, and there's copper connecting every one of these stones all together with copper. Copper's the base. Copper is a neutral vibration that connects all the vibrations of all the stones together to form a brand new level of vibration, unique to itself. That's what a true wand is. And that is an almighty unique combination because it has quite a few crystals involved. I named this wand the rocket wand for obvious reasons. It looks like a rocket, okay? But love it. Wands create unique vibrations so that they're usually very personal to an individual. So they'll open up a particular area of vibration that might be something that's really personal to that individual. And that's how I kind of see wands. It's like with natural stones, if you're attracted to a stone, if you find a certain colour standing out to you, that's your intuition saying, hey, we've got some type of blockage going on here and we might be able to use that natural stone to help clear the blockage. What time is it for me? It is 8:17, my friend. You know, welcome to everyone else that's hopped on. Has just heard me talking about crystals. I'm Craig. This is Craigsworldrocks. Amelia, how are you? Lovely to see you again. I hope your day has gone well. And just so I was letting everyone else know, I am a very positive thinking individual that is very much into the metaphysical way of thinking. I'm a big believer that I create what goes on in my life. So, bang, 7:17. So is that 5:17? All right. Where are you in the world, Gordo? Remind me, mate. Because 8:17 here, which would be 2017 on an equivalent clock. So you're 3 hours behind us. Yep. Yeah, so for those who have not seen me before, it is definitely about, I'm definitely about what you put out is what you get back. So, you know, trying to encourage other people, I suppose, to understand, if they've never heard it before, that you have a say in your life, that you can change things for the better. If you find life's a real bloody, you know, struggle at the best of times, and you know, there's times in everyone's life where it's a battle, being told that, you know, there are people out there like myself that believe that the more positive you think, choosing the right, you know, taking conscious control of how you think actually will transform your life for the better. That's kind of what I talk about on my channel. You know, something that, you know, a message I was really putting out tonight was, you know, for everyone that's here, you're already there. You've already achieved everything you need to achieve. You're already perfect. You're an awesome, awesome spark of existence that lives forever. and you got nothing to worry about. Okay? If you're living the life in the best way you can, if the creation that you are in, the reality that you are in goes ups and downs, and you're doing the best you can with it, pat yourself on the back once in a while. Give yourself a thumbs up for doing the best job you can possibly do. All right? That's life. Don't let life get you down. Take control of it. The one thing we can all do is we can take control of our own space and our own lives. And, military time. Okay. Well, what country is that, Gordo? What country is that? Military time. Yes, that's what it is. Military time, Australian time in Melbourne would be 2018 at the moment. You know. Indonesia, there you go, mate. So there you go. But my underlying philosophy for everyone that's on, hey, Clips, how you going? For everyone that's on is you have a say in your life. You have a say. If someone says that, you have to believe this and you have no say in what's going on, and if you don't do this, bad things will happen, well, you need to have a good hard look at what you're listening to, because as far as I'm concerned, the only person you need to truly listen to is you, and you need to connect with the real authentic part of yourself, which comes from your heart. The part that says, don't lie to yourself. Live in the best fashion that is your fashion. If you're wanting to do a particular thing and it's not hurting anyone else, because that's one of the things that I just, I don't want to go out there and deliberately try and hurt someone else to get what I want. So my only kind of rule or belief there is, as long as you're not out there directly trying to hurt someone else, go after the things that you want in your life. Live your life to the fullest. Connect with the things that you love to do. Remind yourself of what you love in life and start doing them, right? Start doing them. I'm amazed at how many people, hey, Mima, how you going? Aren't doing the things that they love to do. I just want to see more people embrace who they are, right? You have the power to be unbelievable. You are unbelievable. But a lot of us sit there and we just get caught up in what society's doing, and, we don't try to improve what's going on. We don't realize where the true power lies for ourselves. It comes from in here. The answers to life aren't out there. The answers to life are inside yourself. Each and every one of you has the answers for you, right? It's not a religious thing, right? Religion is fine for people that want to accept that in their lives. That's fine. I accept a bit of a broader understanding that we're connected with the all that is. We are a part of it all. God got us all that is. We all were babies. We all came into this life the same. We're all going to live this life, and then we're going to move on to the reality that there is after we finish this life. We should be treating each other like we're brothers and sisters. I mean, we're all the same. Life should be, life should be joyful. Why are we disrespecting anyone out there? We should be focused on just trying to make our own lives, individual lives, as good as we can. Not in a selfish way, in a self-worth way. You're worth more than you realise. You have to see that for yourself. You have to start looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I'm all right. I do the best I can. And that's what I want you all to embrace, right? It's, I'll repeat these things a lot when I'm on my live. Yes, I'm going to talk about this stuff all the time, but we need to keep on reinforcing the belief. We need to keep reinforcing that with ourselves to step into that reality more. I hope that you guys that have been listening and chatting with me for a while get that, right? We have to just embrace who we are, right? We have to embrace who we are, and whoever that is. Pat yourself in the back for doing a bloody good job. But the reality is, cheers to you, life's awesome. Now, for other people that come and go, if you do like what I talk about, if you do like a positive person saying you can transform your life for the better and here's how you do it, and you want to listen to the odd person like me once in a while, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit your notifications so you can see when I come on live, because I find that you get to see the authentic me when you see me live. There's no mess, there's no fuss, straight down the line. I won't pull any punches. Take what you like from what I say and chuck out what you don't like, but believe in yourself, right? I'm a big person that says what you put out is what you get back, right? Own your space, own your life. You can't control anyone else, but you bloody well can control your life, right? You came into it on your own, you'll leave on your own. The most important person in this world for you is you. If a person, I haven't looked at a moderator yet, my friend. I think we're still under control. And most people are pretty good, mate. You get the odd troll, but when they just start repeating bad stuff or whatever, that's easy enough. See you later. Hide them away. But look, all good, bro. We'll see what happens if I explode and become that popular. I want everyone to embrace who they are, right? Don't be ashamed of the things that you love to do. It's honestly, it is about being the best version of yourself, about living your authentic existence. You know if you're lying to yourself. You know if you're saying something, but you're not really acting it, right? You can say it to someone else, oh, I'm being a great person, but in reality, you're talking to everyone like a piece of crap. You know that. You can't run away from yourself. And that's something that I want us to stop doing. I mean, I think people need to realise that if you take ownership, yeah, I know, it's growing bloody fast. Clips, I'll tell you what, I'm pretty impressed with that. I've been running around, high-fiving myself, high-fiving myself. If you take ownership of your life, if you say, no, what I am going to do is I'm going to speak as positively as I can to other people. I'm going to put out very great comments. So when the Uber driver comes along with my food, I'm going to say, thank you so much for bringing this. I really appreciate what you've done. Thanks so much. Here's a tip. You're awesome. You're going to find that type of response comes back. That level of vibration comes back. If you put out a high vibration, you will get back more high vibrations. If you act like, excuse my French, if you act like a dick, people are going to act like a dick to you, right? Low vibration attracts other low vibrations. So you have a choice to make with your own life. Stop acting like a dick unless you like dickheads, attracting dickheads to yourself, and start acting like the person that you want to attract to yourself. Your world around you is a reflection of what's going on in here. You need to start loving yourself fully. Everyone needs to appreciate who they are, accept who they are, but speak, hey, Basket Gaming, how you going, brother? We need to, take ownership of how we act. 23 Cabbage. I remember you, my friend. Yes, sirree, Bob. I remember that. I'm never going to forget 23 Cabbage. Unless someone brings out one called 22 Cabbage. It might confuse me, but really, 23 Cabbage, love that name, right? Love it. It's locked in my brain, mate. No, a couple of great YouTube names there. I love them. Look, guys, ownership of who we are. I think there's a lot of really unique individual personalities that are here on my live. I think you all see your unique self, but I don't know if everyone fully embraces it as much as what you could, right? You gotta believe that being the truest, most passionate individual, doing the things that you love to do, going out there and going after the things that make you, you, is the most important thing you can do for yourself. I was going to say before, disconnection, I wanted to talk about that today. When you're feeling disconnected with life, and I think there's a lot of people out there that feel quite disconnected with life at times, and they basically, it is a dangerous place to be, to not feel connected. And the problem with life and what the general public will tell you is that you got to look for these answers to make yourself happier out there. With media and everything, it's always about catch a man, all good. When the media is, putting out like that the answer's out there on how you look and be this way and be that way, and life will turn around for you, and that'll fulfill you if you save enough money up and you get a sports car or whatever it might be, right? These things are material things. They don't give you any substance. They don't fulfill you. They don't fill the void. They don't feel the disconnection. The disconnection, when people feel disconnected, it's because they're being caught up, in my opinion, caught up in the speed of what's going on in life, and they don't feel they can keep up. All right? So anytime any of you, and I give this information for free, my friends, but anytime you're feeling a little bit disconnected with what's happening in your daily lives, stop, relax, breathe for a little bit, focus on your breathing, and just let go of the stress and slow yourself down. You are the center of your universe. If you are feeling disconnected, it is because you are becoming disconnected with the true source of your power, which is you. Whoa! That was exciting. It's that simple. Like, people that lose faith in life and totally, give up on life, which is very sad when they do, and they leave this realm, before they really should. It's the fact that no one's told them why they're disconnected, why they feel that way. They've given them no solution, right? We need to slow down. We need to stop getting caught up in the media. We can all watch YouTube. We can all hang out with people like me and have a nice chat and just chill out and talk positive stuff. But we need to chill. 2026. I know it's Monday here in Melbourne, Australia. Happy Monday, everyone. My bins get taken out tomorrow, so that's very exciting. 2026. I've spoken about the last two lives, but everyone that comes on, there's different people that pop on at times. So I'm going to talk a little bit about 2026 from my opinion. Remember, there's a lot of different commentary around how bad things might happen this year and all this type of stuff could go on and blah, 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 blah. You all create what goes on in your personal lives. You can have the greatest year you've ever had this year if you choose one thing. In my humble opinion, please. You need to choose you, your authentic you. What makes you tick? What is your passion? Choose the most important thing to you. What makes you feel awesome? What makes you feel, yep, I'm feeling buzzed. I love doing that. That's awesome. I feel the most alive I've ever felt when I do that. Whatever it is, start doing it. If you can create space to do it as a hobby on a Saturday, you don't have to change your whole life. You don't have to, leave your job. You don't have to do any of that, right? But in 2026, if you can start to live more authentically, if you can live from your heart, if you can do the things like if you're a little kid and you were doing things just because you love doing it, if you could start bringing that energy back in as an adult, the wave of energy that's coming in 2026, you're going to be able to ride that way past the beach, right? Talk about creating your own reality. Your reality is going to transform if you do that. Living your authentic self. 2026 is going to help anyone more than everybody else, if you live from your heart, if you do the things that you're passionate about, that's right. Passionate living, right? Doing things that make you feel the best you've ever felt in your life. What are those things? Remind yourself what your passions are. Start to do them in 2026. I'm telling you all, this is the key to transforming your lives for the better. In 2026, the energy wave that's going to rocket behind you, it's like riding a wave at the beach that's 100 times bigger than you, and it's going to take you forward. But the only people that are going to be taken forward properly are the ones working from their hearts, doing the things that make them feel the best they can do. It's a high vibrational wave that's coming through. So if you're living a low vibrational life, if you're treating others badly, if you're acting out, if you're not dealing with your shit, I'm sorry to say this, but your shit will get forced to the surface. You'll be forced to face it. And that might be a tough situation when there's this wave of positive. So it's like a bit of a pressure cooker situation. But you want to let go of that egotistical shit this year. You want to let go of that. You want to stop doing things for other people. You want to live for you authentically from the heart. Real stuff, right? Yeah, it's 2026. It's a good year. I'm excited. 2026, you know, the realness of life is going to come to the surface. The realness. You all create what goes on in your lives, even if you aren't consciously aware of it. You all do. What you put out is what comes back. Be the most positive person in your life. Yes, number one. But listen to your heart. Remind yourself of what you love to do. What is it that makes you, you? It's not a religious statement I'm making here. It's a genuine you as the spark of light that you are, the eternal being that you are. You've already got the golden ticket. I say it all the time. It's one of my lines. I love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You don't have to win one of those 5 tickets. Everyone's got a golden ticket. Everyone gets to go to the factory and eat chocolate. Everyone gets to take home an Oompa Loompa. Right? Be your authentic selves. Believe in yourself. Believe in who you are. You are awesome. You are awesome. I really don't care how many people agree with what I speak about. I really don't care how many people come on. I hope a few people hang out and chat. I just want to put that message out to whoever's interested in hearing it, to reinforce that belief within yourself. You are perfect. You already have all the tools you need to transform your life into the most amazing existence it can be for you. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if someone was telling me that, I'd be pretty excited, right? I'm telling you, it's genuine, down the barrel. That's what there is. There's a few ways we can look at life. One, you can be an atheist. You can believe in nothing. When life ends, goodbye, you're gone. That doesn't sit logically with me, because we're conscious beings. Why the hell would one life be the only thing you have? What about the kids that live a month and then they go? What, one life's all they get? That's not really fair, is it? Doesn't make any sense. So anything that doesn't make sense to me can't be real, right? 2, you think that there's an overpowering, overseer that makes everything happen to you, and that you really don't have a say, but you have to believe in whoever that is, and they make the decision on whether you've been a good boy and you've done what you've been told. I find that concept ridiculous. That's just me. Take what you like, chuck out what you don't like. The 3rd concept is that we are all a part of the all that is, existence as a whole. I am a very spiritual individual. I believe in life. I believe we live forever. You already have the golden ticket. You don't have to do anything to achieve it. When you step out of this world, you will analyze what you've done and you'll decide what the next one's going to be like. You'll decide what you do after this one. Do you have to live another life? Do you have to have the experience again? Do you want to do other stuff on the other side? That's all your choice. But if you're here living this existence now, one thing's for sure. You chose to be here. Embrace the fact that you chose to be here. So if you chose to be here, there must be a bloody good reason why you're living this life. Now, I'm not here to tell you what that reason is. You know the reason for you because you, before you came into this world, you made the decision for yourself. So you need, if you want that answer, which I believe is inside you individually, you need to clear the crap out the way. You need to clear the clutter out of the cupboard as such, okay? So to see what the answer is for you about why you're here living this life, you need to lift your vibration. That is the key. The key is to clear the clutter, right? The only way, the clutter is the low vibrational shit. All the human shit, all the stuff that humans think are funny and bullying and just crap, right? And how we talk to each other at times, just and crap and put certain people down. And, you know, we live in this world of, you know, back and forth and people get depressed about it and blah, 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 blah. You need to let go of all the egotistical crap. And you need to start to be truly honest with who you are. Do you want to have a great life? Do you want to come above the crap? Do you want to understand who you really are? Who you really are comes from mate, you're all good, Gordon, as far as I'm concerned. If you want to know who you really are, it's about what's inside you. You know, the answers for you are in you because you made the decision to be here. You have to clear the clutter out the way by doing the things that you love to do, lifts your vibration because you feel really good when you're doing, say you like mountain bike riding and you haven't done it for years because you're too busy with your job. Get out there on Saturdays and join a mountain bike riding group and start mixing with people that love the same thing. All of a sudden, what can happen? Here's a hypothetical. You might start with a group of 10 people and they all love mountain bike riding. And then after that, you all go and have coffee and you're talking about how much you all loved riding. It was a great ride and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, there's someone in that group that says, oh, I'm really looking for someone to do X, Y, Z, and it actually involves the mountain bike stuff. And you go, wow, I'd love to do something like that. That could be my job. Would I be good for that? And they're like, yeah, you'd be fantastic for that. And the next thing you know, you've taken on a job that is doing something that you're truly passionate about, and every day of your working life becomes a joy. Now that's hypothetical. Well, if you don't begin to do those things that you love, if you don't start to incorporate them more into your life, you're crazy from my perspective, because we should be doing the things that bring us the greatest fun and joy and excitement, the things that make us feel excited, you know, like going on a roller coaster if you love roller coasters and, you know, just that adrenaline rush, right? It's doing things that you truly make you feel alive to the maximum, right? Connect, then you'll find yourself connecting with other people that also want to connect with that higher vibration of life. And when you do connect with those people, opportunities come at the higher vibrational level. And when you open up to the higher vibrational level of opportunities, your life transforms, and that's what people talk about. You have to be that type of person. You have to become the you that you're passionate about. Even if it's like in the back of your mind and it's like a past thing that you think, oh, I wish I was doing that again. You should be doing that now. What's stopping you? I'm not telling you to quit your jobs because you've all got responsibilities. I'm sure a lot of you have. I mean, unless you're kids and that. But you know, everyone's got responsibilities and we have to pay the bills. But wouldn't it be great to be doing things to create the money that you want through things that you're passionate about? That's when life becomes exciting. That's when life takes a whole different turn. There's too many people doing things that they hate. And I know you can't just transform that all in one go. You can't do it, right? You can't dump your job and then all of a sudden you're doing something that I love doing, because you have to have the opportunity first. So to create the opportunity, because we're living in a physical world, right? So we have to have action behind our thoughts. We have to action it. So we have to action it, doing the things that we love to do, whether it's for 15 minutes or an hour on the weekends or whatever whatever time you can give to that passion. You start to connect with people that are also passionate about that particular thing. Now, when that passion, when that thing runs its course and you get to the end of it, you go, oh, well, that's as far as I can go with that. We can't get much more. Think about something else you're passionate with and go after that. But you have to keep riding the rails of doing things that make you feel, woo, all right? You have to keep, because you create your own reality. And you want to create your own reality at the highest level. Passion and joy are up at the highest level. Okay? That's what we need to be doing. You know, if you want to really understand that you create your own reality, start to action things. You have the power to change things. If you can achieve a goal that you set, in sport, in finances, in anything, you've just proven that you create your own reality. Other people aren't making stuff happen to you in life. You do all of it, and you're all doing it, you know, not consciously, you're doing it subconsciously, you know, but you have created it all. But then you've got to choose what you deserve. You've got to believe that you deserve to be this, whatever the version is of you that you believe you deserve, you will create. So why not believe in the version of yourself that is the most passionate and does the things that you love? Believe in that version. Create that for a start. Lift your vibration down that path. That makes sense to me. Now, remember, everyone, if you do like how I talk about stuff, and I always will talk like this, but, you know, please remember to subscribe, because the lives are where you get to see the authentic me, and you're not going to know when I jump on live unless you actually subscribe, probably hit your notifications. I think someone said that to me, so you know when I've jumped on. But, you know, I will always talk about what's going on in my life, what's coming up within me to talk about, you know, passing on the understanding of, you have a choice to understand that you create your own world. You create your own reality. There are other ways to look at life, yes. But I'm here to tell you that for me, the other ways didn't sit well. When someone else is in power of what's going on in my life, or that's what they say, you know, a lot of the religions are, where there's a hierarchy and we're sinners and we have to give our power away. That doesn't sit with me, because we're all the same. We all come into this world as pure babies. Look at a baby, they're perfect. There's no negativity. There's no attitude. They're just beautiful, right? So they come into this world like that, and then they get programmed by this world and our limitations. Where we came from, we're perfect, which means we are already perfect. We need to remember ourselves as being that already now. No drama's good, El. So believing in yourself and believing that you are more than what you've probably been told you are. I'm speaking my truth, okay? I'm being my most authentic self, and that's to hopefully help a few of you get an opportunity to connect with your authentic self. There's no other ulterior motive of what I'm doing. It's speaking my truth. I'm leaving my information here for people to grab it and use it and to hopefully transform their lives for the better. I am a 100% believer that what we do, what we think, how we act, what we say actually goes a long way to creating the things that are in your world. Your beliefs and attitudes draw everything to you. How you feel about yourself inside creates the reflection of your life around you. That's life. For me, that's what it is. We're already there, everyone. We need to get out of our own way, right? We need to get out of our own way. It's half the battle. I mean, you know, half the battle, using the word battle, half the battle is that we see it as a battle. It shouldn't be a battle. It should be trust and go with the flow. So here's another concept of creating your own reality. So when it comes to people talk about manifestation, I know you would have heard lots of people online talk about I'm manifesting this, how to manifest that, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to tell you factually here, in my experience of creating my own reality, it's not about manifesting something. You have to understand that you are a master of manifestation already, okay? In front of you, without seeing it, there are infinite rivers of possibilities of your life and what it can be. You, as the master of your creations, choose which river to go down. Now, why do I use river as the terminology or as the understanding? The river, because when you hop into that river of creation that you've done through how you see yourself and what you believe you deserve, etc., that river will then take you and you accept the beliefs that you have and you go with the flow. Now, while you are on that river, yes, you can realize that I don't really prefer this, and you can change rivers. You can change direction, but a river will always, the energy of the creation of that life path will always move you constantly forward. We are creatures of change. How do I know that we're creatures of change? Because we deteriorate. Because every millisecond of this life, we all get older. Every second, boom, 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 we are slowly changing. People hate change, but they don't realize that you are change. You are eternally changing. In this reality, it is an illusion. Basically, it's a world that we can change anything we want, right? You prove that to yourself because you're aging. You're changing. So if you're changing, if your body is manifesting a different reality of itself every millisecond of every day, that means you can choose to go into create any path, jump on anything you want, because it's just about what you believe you want for you. What do you believe is there? We've all been programmed with the reality that we're getting older. We've all been programmed with that. Maybe there's the opportunity for people to prove that, hey, I don't need to get older in this life. But this is a reality of transformation. This is a reality of experience and learning. We've created this realm to learn these things in. It is a simulation. It's like the simulation on Star Trek. If you've ever seen Star Trek and they have the simulation deck where they go in and they act out certain things, that's what this is like. Our lives we're living in a simulation. We are somewhere else where we always are. But we come here in our consciousness here to experience ourselves in the human form. We enjoy it. That's why we're here. Why would we come here if we didn't enjoy it? We have to enjoy it, right? But we are living this life to expand our awareness of ourselves and the experience of experiencing ourselves from different perspectives. That's life. Life is learning. Life is expansion. Life is being. I think eventually when you all get to a point of, understanding life, then you become a true observer. Then you have the ability to step back on life and take in the whole perspective. When you've got yourself to that point of being, one with who you really are, when you really understand that, you create your own reality. I know that I'm part of the all that is, and you get to the point where you sit back and you go, I can watch everything unfold and I can get the experiences I need to get from everything. That's when you're connecting with yourself as the all that is, the God, Goddess, all that is. We all come into this life on our own as our pure spark of light, and we will leave with the pure spark of light. We are the pure spark of light. Embrace that now. Let go of all those bullshit like things that you think you are. Believe, create yourself and understand yourself to be so much more than what you think you are. You need to think and believe that you are so much more, right? You need to action it, right? That's what life is about, right? Life is about actioning it. Life is about experience. Life is about proving it, right? Like, for those who have not listened to me before, I'm someone that's not worried about when I die. That time will come and I will transition into the next realm where I believe that's where we're from, that's where we're home. But I've been separated from my physical body twice in my life. I know that our energy body exists. I've seen mine. I've looked at my arm, glowing blue and vibrational blue energy, and I felt the energy and the power of being separated from the physical. An unbelievable feeling, like absolutely unbelievable, just connection, right? That's what it would be. It's that ultimate connection with life. It's just an overwhelming, fantastic feeling. So, life is bloody amazing, everyone. Seriously is bloody amazing, all right? And for you who just want to actually, hey, Hogs Baffleworth, how you going, brother? I've been chatting away tonight. It's Monday night, but, you know, we've had a few people come and go. I know Mondays are quieter night for visitors, but we are going well, mate. We are going well. How are you going? You are winning the battles? Winning the battles? Yes? I hope you are, my friend. I've heard a few people online actually talking about, before this year's going to be a big rise in gold and silver. I think because I'll tell you my spiritual perspective on that one, right? Because people are very afraid of what might happen this year. Everyone always goes into the gold and silver, into the precious market because it's the safest market, right? And I've been telling everyone from my perspective that anyone that works from their heart this year, everyone that is trying to be the authentic selves, is going to have one of the best years they can possibly have, because the energy of life, the energy of our world is going to be what the wave of energy is going to just be driving the people that are working from their heart and being their authentic self to great success and great creation of things. So it's only the people that have been playing the control game and tried to manipulate other people to get what they want and have that type of attitude, they're going to find the energy this year probably isn't going to be assisting them, because the energy is going to be a much higher vibrational energy, mate, and that's fine. The fear level of people will probably drive it a lot further. It's like anything though, my friend. It's when you sell out, right? You don't lose nothing till you sell. So hopefully you can sell at a high. Yeah, so the ones that have jumped on, yeah, let's hope, my friend. I am very much hope that you are very successful in that space. Those who have jumped on, I'm Craig. If you have not seen me before, I am a extremely positive thinker. I love to have a chat about life, the universe, and everything. You know, I'm a big believer in individuals that, you know, or understanding that we create what happens to ourselves. We're in charge. There's no man out there making things happen to us. I've been through that myself. I understand that, and it's very much coming from me, my life. So very much about understanding that you have the power to change your life. That's what I talk about. So if that's something that interests you and you like listening to positive people, you know, Don't forget to like and subscribe and put on your notifications, because I've been doing lives for the past month. I've been loading videos for 18 months, but the lives have really allowed people to see who I am, that I'm an authentic guy and I genuinely believe in what I believe. And with everything I talk about, you know, take what you like, chuck out what you don't like. If there are things that I say that you go, oh, that doesn't make sense to me, don't worry about it. See you later, let it go. But if there are things that you like, take them on board, use them for your own benefit, right? That's it, my friend. Definitely everyone does have the power. And I think for me, I get the feeling that this year for me, and I'll just say this to my massive group of people online tonight on Monday night, and to you, my friend, Hogs Baffleworth, that we will, I will be inundated with people this year. I just have that feeling, because I think a lot of people are becoming more disconnected with what life's about. They're looking for something to grab, right? They're looking for something that's real, because everything else has been a bit of a false god, right? Everything else that they've been thrown in society is about, hey, believe in me and I'll make everything happen for you, and believe in me, and it's all bullshit, right? I'm a genuine guy. I'm a very positive guy. I believe in the fact that we actually have the power to change our lives for the better. We are a part of the all that is. We create our own reality. Now, that's what I believe, guys. And if you like that type of person that's, you know, taking life bull by the horns, let's make better stuff happen for ourselves. I've got lots of ideas and lots of good thoughts that will help individuals to try these techniques to transform things for yourself. You know, the number one thing I talk about is being your authentic self. Like my friend Hogs Baffleworth there, he is definitely someone that is living his truest life. And, you know, one thing that I hear a lot, you know, we should be praising ourselves for where we've got to, right? Like, I'm 56 years old. Here, that's the truth, right? I'm 56 years old. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I've got a family, a couple of boys, adult boys now. You know, I've created a great world, a loving world, loving family. I really enjoy my life, right? And I do things that I love to do. I want to pass on those philosophies to other people. I want other people to understand that if you don't feel connected, it's because you're probably looking out there for the answers, and the answers for life aren't out there. There's always going to be some charlatan, some person selling you snake oil going, come and listen to what I got to say. And, you know, and you need to do this before you're accepted. There's always an ulterior motive, right? I'm glad you're around. So, and mate, life is what you want it to be. This is what the understanding of, and it makes the most sense to me. It honestly does. It just sits in my heart, and it's like, it's the truth. I've met many mentors over my journey, and they have been some of the most amazing people, and they have understood that the answer to life is just you believing in you. You're a part of the all that is. You are the all that is.